45 minutes.
Attention, please.
Without commercials.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
We just thought we'd have a little fun about, you're 80 years old. This is not a roast. Don't worry. So Joe, hit it for a second.
Super epic.
This is your life.
Now here he is, Mr. This is Your Life himself, Ralph.
Jeff Stickles. No. I'll never be on TV. So this is your life, or we'll call it, this is part of your life, because to tell you the truth, I really don't know you that well. Because I didn't even ask for your daughter's hand in marriage before I got married, so I feel bad about that. I didn't ask for your daughter's hand in marriage.
I did, and you know what he said to Donna?
What did he say?
What am I going to say? No?
See, I knew that. So basically, this is like, I guess, you were born in I got this stuff written all over the place, but you were born in 1933, so I just wanted to let you know that there's quite a few famous people who were born in 1933, just like you, you're famous. So we're just going to chuck a few of these out here to see if you can figure out who they are. Think about this. These are people who either aren't with us or they're still with us. So I'm going to say a clue, and you guys can just throw it out. On the road again.
Willie Nelson.
You got it.
Who?
I feel good.
Will I am?
No. Yes. On the road again. Willie Nelson.
Yeah, repeat it after. James Brown.
No, James Brown. Okay. Plastic surgery.
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
Liza Minnelli.
Michael Jackson.
Joan Rivers. Okay.
Joan Rivers.
If you like chocolate and Willy Wonka.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp is way too young.
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder. There you go.
Yes.
Okay, where's Rachel? Can you do like a Tarzan scream for me?
Oh, I know.
Who is it?
Tarzan.
No. It's a female.
Carol.
Okay. And who was one of her sidekicks? And who's one of her sidekicks? The short guy.
Tim Conway.
Tim Conway. There you go. Okay. Well, I don't know how to describe this guy. I'll just say Michael Caine. You know Michael Caine. So he was born in '33.
The Butler.
Quincy Jones, a guy who gets married quite often. He still talks on TV at CNN, I think.
Oh, Larry King.
Larry King. There you go.
He's got what?
A girl who used to twitch her nose quite a bit.
Carol Burnett.
The Witch. Well, another one. Elizabeth Montgomery. Okay, how about Geraldine?
Ford.
Geraldine.
Oh,
Geraldine.
Flip.
Okay, now again, if any of this information is wrong, it all comes from the internet. Don't trust it. Okay.
You're too young.
You saw that commercial, right?
Okay, I'm going to sing, but don't get mad. You'll never find.
The guy
Lou Ross. Lou guy. Okay.
I had the wrong
And lamb chop.
Oh, lamb chop lady.
Something
The woman.
Shirley something.
Sherry Lewis. You know all these people were born in your year? I don't know if you knew that. And then Dynasty.
Are they still?
Joan Collins.
You got it. Joan Collins. Igor. Anybody know who Igor is?
Eric
Frank
Ivar?
Frankenstein.
Marty Feldman. Yes. And I'll ask Jack this one, a politician from Massachusetts.
Senator Kennedy.
Besides Jack.
President Kennedy.
Dukakis.
Wait, it's 10 to
Mike
1.
Mike Dukakis. And I guess, I got two more. John Lennon.
Ringo.
No, not John Lennon.
Ringo.
Paul McCartney.
Yoko Ono. There you go. And the last one is some guy who was on Hee-Haw. You ever watch Hee-Haw?
Yeah.
Monk.
Buck.
Not Buck. The other guy.
Monk is a man nun.
Roy Clark. So there we go. Okay, so now, those are the famous people you were born with. Now, I got some things I'm going to pass out to these kids, and they're just going to read. They're going to, wait, hold on a second. They're just going to read things to you about, here you go, you got to read, man, you came. Okay, there you go. I didn't write these things out for nothing, you know? There you go, all the kids. There you go. There's one on each side, you can read, well, I don't know if you can read. Can she read? There you go. Okay, everybody, whatever, you start, read a couple things about whatever at that time when Pop-Up was born. Go
Hold
ahead.
on.
Am I reading the quote too?
The Gallo Winery, Ernest and Julio, opened, and a famous quote from 1933, well, here's another nice mess you've gotten me into.
That was by Oliver Hardy. Go ahead.
Shirley Temple signs a contract with Fox at 5 years old, and a gallon of gas costs 10 cents.
Those are the days.
That's pretty
Go
nice.
ahead, buddy.
The board game Monopoly is invented.
In 33?
Yeah.
Monopoly.
The board game Monopoly was invented in 33.
What was it modeled after?
Cost of a house rent.
$18 a month.
$18 a month to rent a house. I was going to say, since the game of Monopoly was invented in 1933, if the Verzies had like a place on there, it would be called North State Street, and there'd be a lot of little houses on it.
That's absolutely
There you
right.
go.
And then I would beat Donna, and Donna would be crying.
Why is that?
No, because
Oh, 'cause you lost
Dad
the
would
game?
have all
Yeah.
the money.
Because she cheated. Because that was a rough game.
I would
Okay,
hide
good.
myself.
Go ahead, Nick. What do you got there?
Loch Ness Monster is sighted for the first time in modern times on May 2nd, 1933,
There you go.
as if it actually exists. And,
Non-believers.
It does.
It doesn't.
sure.
What?
And the cost of a vacuum cleaner
Loch Ness Monster.
is $17.75.
That's pretty expensive. Huh?
Yeah, especially if that
Is that the guy that came to the door?
That was probably a
That's
dice.
because
That's the same.
That's the same as a house.
To rent a house for a month. For a month.
Yeah,
to rent
a
a house for a
vacuum.
month could be, you know, $1,000. How much is
Just
your
keep your
apartment?
carpets
Wait, are
clean.
these
That's all you
the
have to do.
1930s?
700. So it,
Yeah.
700 for a vacuum.
Yeah, we're learning about
That's a really
A
expensive
real good
Dyson.
one. And yours is an apartment.
I feel like
Really
tomorrow
expensive
is
Dyson.
Okay, Anna.
No, I'm not.
Don't worry about it.
What do you got?
The continuing drought
I can be
in
Julia.
Midwest leads to the Dust Bowl, and then the cost of Campbell's vegetable soup is 10 cents. So
That's-
gas is the same as soup.
There you go.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know what?
Okay, Julia.
Soup's a lot cheaper than gas.
The cost
And then
of
it gets expensive.
1933 vintage radio is $52.
That's expensive.
And the movie King Kong was the first over-the-top sci-fi blockbuster movie.
King Kong, 1933.
All right.
The chocolate chip cookie was invented.
What?
That's hard to make.
Cost of a loaf of bread, 7 cents.
7 cents.
Wow.
Joe would go through like one of those in one thing. Go ahead, Robbie.
Wait, she was like,
The Chicago Bears were the NFL champions. The Bears.
The Bears.
Cost of a Plymouth 6 car was $445.
I'm sorry, I forgot to.
That was also when Plymouth Plymouths actually existed
To
too.
buy a vacuum than a car.
Plymouths don't exist anymore.
Marcy's mad at me because everybody's learning something here. Okay, go ahead.
The New York Giants won the World Series.
Baseball. That's it, baseball.
Such an exciting sport.
Oh, the New York Giants.
Julia.
Wrong team.
Baseball.
Baseball, on the other hand.
They were the
Okay.
baseball
Hockey.
guys before they moved to San Francisco.
Let's get the next one.
Cost of 1 pound of hamburger meat, 11 cents.
This is all yucky, fatty stuff.
So, this one's like
Wait,
80-20.
I'm a
Lizzie
cannibal.
already went, right?
Yeah,
Okay, how about you, Brian? How about Rachel?
I have
The first movie drive-in opened in Camden, New Jersey, and the average laborer's wage was $20 a week.
That's not bad.
You can buy a lot
I
of
have
loaves of
2
bread for that.
quotes.
Yeah?
When I'm good, I'm very good, but when I'm bad, I'm better.
Who said that?
May West.
There you go. Oh, boy, you're scared.
And
Cheater.
also, why don't you come up sometimes and see me?
Mayor West, right? There you go. There you go.
the Rangers won the Stanley Cup, and the average yearly wage was $1,550.
Okay, so who's left? Okay, we got Ava. Mom can read that. You want Mom to read it with you?
I'll read with you.
Come on, Dee.
Gotta read it out here because my eyes. 1933 was the worst year of the Depression, with unemployment peaking at 25.2%. 1 in 4 people unemployed in 1933. The average cost of a new house, $5,750.
And look at it this way. So when you were born in 1933, things could only go up. So you had good timing there. Okay, go ahead.
The hotties and fashion icons. Jean Harlow, Hedy Lamarr, Greta Garbo,
Eddie.
Doug Lamar, and Joan Blondell.
Oh, yeah.
And then, let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Yes, that was in 1933
That's somebody said
at the
that.
inaugural
That's the era.
Yeah.
Somebody just said Lincoln.
Did you?
Oh, sorry, what were you going to
I'll just show you. There was a picture.
But he made the.
Oh well, that's what I think people think. But he maybe he said it again. But
Really?
he said it. I didn't know if I believed it. He actually said it because of
No,
the
that the
depression.
fear itself
Yeah.
was the depression.
Yeah, but everybody thinks it's the war.
And infamy was after.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
Right. So the thing is, like, Joe, did you get that person to come for This Is Your Life at the door?
Wait a minute,
Oh, look,
Catherine.
wait,
Catherine has
Catherine needs to Oh, Catherine, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Catherine.
That's alright. No worries. 1933 was the first time you could buy a Betty Crocker cookbook. And the famous quote is, "Oh no, it wasn't the airplanes. It was beauty that killed the beast."
That's very nice from King Kong.
King Kong.
There you go.
King Kong.
So there's some little silly facts about
Very
1933.
nicely done.
But Joe said that he's got your first grade teacher. We called her in from way back
I'm
when.
sorry, she couldn't make it
From what
today.
school?
she couldn't
Does
make
anybody
it
know
out,
what
bummer.
school he went to? Yeah.
What school did he go to?
Assumption.
Assumption.
Assumption. That's right.
I see, I got you. Now, the
The
thing is,
Riker
like,
School for the
I'm
Criminally
like looking
Insane.
at you. Where's this person?
no, wait. Well, she couldn't make it, so you know she's a little bit old.
Is
So,
she alive?
She's a little bit old.
I have no idea.
Oh my God.
So what we're gonna do is, Joe, do you want to? Yeah, you can do that. Okay, so
She could be 100. I'm really
so I was thinking about it. Did you work at the shoe repair store initially? You definitely did.
No.
Oh, you did. So okay. So we're just gonna all the kids come over here for a second. Whoever wants to come with me. Okay. So we're just gonna imagine just in case that was your first job. Okay.
I'm sorry, but
It's kind of your life.
oh, it's still there.
You just not know it's part of your
Remix.
Oh, I'm sore.
If you chose this path, this is what it would look like.
The one hand I have is
This really was not your.
Going over there?
Close enough.
Dad needs kids.
Okay.
Joe, your first car was really a Chevrolet?
Please clean my shoes. My midget wife threw up on them.
Someone pulled it down. I'm serious.
We're just saying if prohibition didn't happen, then this is what he would have been doing for the rest of his life. So.
Please clean my shoes. Someone threw mud on them.
You're terrible at improvising.
Please clean my shoes.
They're not shoes.
Please put some tops on my shoes.
Someone parked on somebody started bleeding on them. These little weapons are shoes smaller.
Please clean my shoes too.
So I guess see, it's all about timing. You know? Again, I forget to read it, but prohibition in 1933, that's when they repealed it. And usually they protected individuals' rights, but they repealed it, so they gave you back your rights. They took them away before. So if prohibition didn't happen, who knows? You might have been doing that. So you can throw those shoes on the ground. Let's go worry about it. Because we know that you do everything, Joe. Okay, so then what happened? Then you got into the dry cleaning business, and we're not going to throw a bunch of dry cleaning clothes on you, so don't worry about that.
We work on it though.
Well, we work on it, but we don't. It's kind of, we're not really working. That's right. So we're not going to do that, but we know that you got tons of dry cleaning. Okay, and then I guess at some point, well, obviously you saw June at some 15, 16, 17, whatever the real answer is. But then you had to go off to Fort Dix. So we thought we'd bring you back from the past, from Fort Dix. Hello, everyone.
Look at that.
Handsome.
Oh my gosh, you got a gun.
You know, let's fix your collar there. Sorry. What title were you?
Yeah, it's okay.
Excuse me, soldier.
Hey.
She's
Joe, are you trying to tell us something?
Robert.
Joe, are you going to do ROTC? Is that why you're dressed up like that?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Joe, I think there's a pigeon up there.
Oh no, darn pigeons, you know.
Okay, now, do you want to do a little spiel for Papa?
Yeah, people want to take pictures.
Hang on. Wait a second.
Tell us smart, just got it.
Joe, don't laugh your eyes.
Okay. Don't look at me. Keep your eyes open and don't talk. Over here.
Did you know that?
Over here.
Oh yeah.
Here. Wait.
Someone
I photobombed, but
I didn't know. That's his uniform.
That's
Yeah.
Is that really his uniform?
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god. Okay, do it again. One more time. I thought the flash was it. Alright.
What else?
Is he making you proud? Or should he stand up taller?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Alright, well, you know, I've been in Ansonia for a while, but it's about time I got out of this crummy little town. I'm gonna see the world. I'm gonna go to different places. I'm gonna go back and meet June, and we'll have some kids. Maybe I'll even have a boy. You know?
But there was no boy in the car. Okay, thanks for coming by, Joe. Appreciate it.
That's more words than Joe Verzi ever said.
Joe,
That was him thinking.
how much did you get paid again when you worked down there? You showed us the thing.
$200 some odd dollars.
Yeah, not much.
$230 a month
A
or
month.
something?
So then you,
That was good for back then.
so then you came home, and then obviously you started running the package store, and you had a bunch of beautiful girls. I don't even know when everybody was born. I'm sorry, guys. Lauren, when were you born?
58.
58. That means
Oh my
Randall was
God.
60,
60.
62, 64, 65. So you had 5 beautiful daughters.
You were born in 64, Margie? Yep. Margie, you were born in 64?
Yeah.
No.
Just checking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a joke in my head. I'm slow. Okay, so you had 5 beautiful daughters and obviously a beautiful wife and a great life. But then Donna eventually, your youngest daughter, eventually went off to college. So we were thinking that maybe you get a break probably. But I need like 7 kids. Do I have 7 kids over here?
Yeah.
Come on here, 7 kids.
We need
Oh,
This is really improvised.
I forgot what you were talking about it for a second.
Wait, Ryan, you're going to
Huh?
I'm going to just... The dressers are in the car talking.
Julia.
One.
Yeah, go pick
It's the best kind of show.
Yeah, I guess so. They have to do the ring. Right.
Did Jeff make them sign a contract that they wouldn't quit?
LOL, Dad. LOL.
Okay, so then Joe thought he was going to get a break, but then all of a sudden,
Oh, it's back.
someone showed up.
I'm a move from Finland.
I knew. Anu from Finland. Hi, I'm Anu.
I am Betty from Germany, and I'm staying a whole year.
Come to the gym before you get up. Just kidding.
We go to gym. You take me to the gym. You must.
I'm staying. I won't stay for a whole year.
Nick from Spain.
Also staying for a whole year.
And you always bring
I'm
up the
there for
groceries.
2 years.
Ciao, Amora.
Ciao, Mom!
Just lie on the couch. Because
Lie on the couch. Lie on the couch.
Dutchess
And Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I am Aggie from the Japan, and I am staying the whole year. Thank you.
Sit down,
Goodbye.
Jeff.
I am Aggie, okay? I am Olivia from Spain.
Olivia from Spain! Olivia,
Hello, I am Ivan. I'm from the United Nations. I am going to the United Nations.
Cut! Wait a second. Cut! No.
That's awesome.
Okay, sorry about that.
This is live. There's no cuts.
So Joe didn't really get that break, but he loved all those kids, I'm sure. Okay. So. Okay, so now where are we going with this? Now we're going to the package store? Is that
Yeah.
what we're Okay. Okay, yeah, let's be in the package store. Okay, what kids want to go to the package store?
This is intermission part 3.
This is a tight play.
Next week, and I am going to get the soda, okay?
Wait, go back.
Joe, can you put the paycheck in my bank account for me? Thank you very much. No, can I have a lottery ticket? Bye.
Lottery ticket.
Can I have some wine? I'm 21. No.
21? It's not a Twitch call.
Oh, I'm supposed to be there.
Right now?
Okay, and then we were thinking.
Pete, you could be Pete. We sent him back to Italy.
Yeah, who's Pete?
We sent him back to Italy.
Smoke all the time.
Was he the bag? I'd like to be somebody.
Okay, you could be somebody. Your daughters be somebody.
You're not Joe? I'm like, no, I'm his daughter. Oh, well, Joe gives this to me for $5. Okay, $5.
I'll come back when Joe's here.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I would always say.
Can I cash a check? No, not.
I have credit. I have credit.
Yes, that's right.
Look at my card. I have credit right there.
Will you cash this check for $1,000? Sure, we're a bank.
And we thought we knew you liked Cheers, so we thought of you with a Cheers song. Not that it's Boston.
That's Cheers?
She like to get away.
Oh, it's where everyone knows your name?
Where everybody, and we think of you of that because everybody at the store likes being there. In fact, when we watched the thing last night when they did a Channel 8 story on you and how they interviewed the people and the guy. There was one funny guy who said.
He's like,
He said, I like the tobacco and that, but I'm gonna miss it. He's an icon. So we were thinking of like that song.
Who was that?
So.
Who said that? Was that Art?
Right. Now one thing I want to ask though is, I don't know if you ever had a no loitering sign outside. I think you had a loitering encourage sign. Is that what you had?
She did.
Oh, okay.
No smoking sign.
Right, and we can't forget about the Sunday. On Sundays when you got the doorbell ringing and people asking you for things.
Yeah.
And even me, I was calling you for lottery tickets at the last second. I'm sorry about that. I probably won a few bucks. Thank you. So, okay, so I guess the final thing is this: to have all the grandkids come over here. Every grandkid come over here.
Every grandkid.
Oh,
Just requires
I don't like it.
Camera? Anybody?
Not a kid.
You are a grandchild. You might not be a kid, but you're still a grandchild.
That's right.
Throw you up in the air.
Are you sure you did the math?
Ava's going in front of you. A little bit.
Here, Ava, you can take your 6, Catherine.
Get out.
Ava, here's 6.
Here we go.
I'll take it.
It's all go.
No, I didn't want it because I thought they were going to do something.
There we go.
We got trouble.
You gotta go in the kitchen.
No,
Alright, here we go.
Oh, wait. Okay.
It's like a tribute. I only was able to get 5 this morning.
All those
There's 80.
Oh no. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Alright, I got a confession I gotta make. The ones you gave me, those weren't the only ones I had.
There you go. Got you now. There you go. All those Tootsie Rolls. Daddy was 82.
Thought of that.
Now you gotta eat them all.
Choke.
Oh, no, Cameron did not.
1 minute.
Just toss it.
Throw them out. Let's all fight over it.
Just throw them all.
It's a parade.
How about a speech, Joe?
Keep the Swedish fish fry. No. I'll take one.
Thank you.
All right. Start the parade.
Oh, ball!
Alright, how do I turn this off?